Do 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 do. Read.
Hello, and welcome back to Storytime Book Bites. It has been a very long time, probably just over a month, since I've done any book reviews or book recommendations, and I've got to say, I think I had a Samson moment. I got my hair cut, and everything went chaotic in life and work, and I mean, just everywhere. It was like the end of school, and kids going crazy. Anyway, I hope to be back because I love doing these, and I wanted to get back in the groove with a camping story time. I love camping. My husband doesn't. I'm going to try to convince him. We've been married over 20 years now. One day I will get him out camping. But anyway, I can at least do a story time and have fun with the kids at the library. So to start off, I want to recommend some books. First one here is Wragge Goes to Camp by Jonathan London. If you haven't ever seen the Wragge books before, there's a whole series of them. Wragge, learns to swim. Wragge plays soccer. I can't remember. I know he gets a baby sister in one of them. But I love Jonathan London's bright illustrations. Wragge, you get to yell, Wragge! And he always answers with a what? He gets embarrassed and looks more red in the face than green quite frequently. In this particular book, he's heading off to camp, kind of excited, a little nervous. He tends to goof up quite a few things, but overall at the end has a great time. It's a great book if you have a child that is heading off to a summer camp for the first time. Next book is Camping Day. This one is by Patricia Locken, and the illustrations are by Scott Nash. It's about 4 crocodile siblings that all are trying to decide what to do. In the beginning, they're like, what shall we do today? Said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Cook out, said Sam. Hang out, said Pam. Work out, said Will. Camp out, said Jill. And they decided to do a camp out, and it's hilarious. They all said, yes! It's a great book for the interaction with your kids and yourself. Even if you're reading this just to your child at home, you can get them involved in it with the big yes! Which would be great to see. All you parents out there, you hear no way too often. But anyway, it's fun illustrations, bright, colorful, and they have a little fun camping trip. They get a little scared too. Next, this is one that I like to do for a cowboy cowgirl story time, but I put it into my camping books because you can read the lullaby around the campfire. There's a campfire. It's Let's Sing a Lullaby with the Brave Cowboy by Jan Thomas. I've probably recommended Doghouse or something by Jan Thomas before. There's quite a few books by her. And there's my son who's trying to get his dog into the film. There we go. Okay, this one you get to sing. And, oops, you're not supposed to know there's a spider there. It's time for little cows to rest their heads. It's time for little cows to go to bed. It's time for little cows to sleep so tight. It's time for us to say, eek! And it's a fun story. The cowboy gets scared. He's like, is that a huge spider? And you're like, no, cowboy, it's just a flower. He tries to be brave, but he gets scared by little things. In the end, they do actually get to sing the lullaby and say good night. So it's a nice bedtime book. It's fun for camping, also fun for cowboy, cowgirl time. All right. The next one I wanted to share is my last one. This is something I remember as a child, and I should actually, let me look at this publication date, because I wonder when they actually did this. The words were done in 1963. Yeah, I was born not too long after that. But this book was done in 2004. It's Hello Mudda, Hello Fudda, A Letter from Camp by Alan Sherman and Lou Bush. It's the classic song, but the illustrations are added to it. And it's, hello, mother, hello, father, here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very entertaining, and they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining. And it goes on through the whole thing, and it's hilarious. I love the illustrations. Parts. Is it Ted Arnold who did Parts? I can't remember. Isn't that horrible? But his illustrations remind me of the Parts books. I think it's Ted Arnold. Anyway, they aren't done. They're by Lou Bush. But, oh wait, no, it's illustrated by Jackie Davis. Sorry. But I love the illustrations, and it has a song, and it's kind of a fun song, And because at the end, of course, he actually had fun at camp. All right, if you're doing a camping story time, you must have some crafts to go along with it or some kind of activities. There's all kind of, I'm trying to move the curtain back a little bit here. There's all kinds of things on the internet you can find for things that kids do at camps. One thing I did was take a stick, and I tied some yarn around it. I made sure the yarn was around the end so there was no pointy bit. And I put duct tape around the end of the stick so they could hold on to something smooth and not pointy. And then there's just a magnet down here. And you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to go fishing, right? Well, the fish that I made are very colorful. I was lucky we have an AccuCut die, so I have little fish shapes. You can cut out any kind of fish shape. You can kind of use any sea creature that you want. And all I did was put a paper clip at the end. I got two shapes and glued them together with a paper clip in the middle. So then when I'm going fishing, voila, the kids can catch a fish, not when I'm going fishing, when the kids are going fishing. They had a blast with this. Now, if you want something that's going to last longer, don't use paper. I just use paper. I was going to do this as a one-off activity. The kids enjoyed it so much, though I actually might use felt or something to make fish that are actually going to last a bit longer. But they had a blast with this, with catching fish. And it was, pretty cheap to put together. I just had to go outside. And the last thing that I want to show you was our big craft. And this didn't take very long, but it takes a long time to dry. Take a look at this. Isn't that adorable? I found these on the internet. I found a picture of them. They're made on a CD, and you just get some rocks. So you could go on a hike and use the rocks and things that you pick up. I bought a bag at the craft store, but that's because I don't have any gravel in my driveway or anything. And then real sticks. And I have a redbud tree that has a lot of dead branches on it. So I took the redbud branches and I just broke them. I spent like 30 minutes last night breaking up sticks and finding good sized sticks that weren't too sharp. So anyway, you just glue the sticks like in a fire. You put the rocks around the edges, and then you add little tissue paper flames. Isn't that cute? Everybody loved it. They thought it was so cool because this is then like a campfire they can use for their dolls at home, their stuffed animals at home, so they can have a little campfire around there too. You can even use one of the sticks, get some white paper, or even like a pom-pom or something glued at the end for like a stick and a marshmallow so they can pretend to toast marshmallows. So anyway, this craft was a hit. So again, this is a camping story time, camping themed books. I hope I gave you some ideas. If you have anything else to add, please put them down in the comments below. I'm always looking for new suggestions. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot and go camping! We'll see you next time.